Hey ladies, I'm back. It is not the next day. It's actually been a few days. So last time I talked to you was December 23rd. Today is the 28th. So it's been about 5 days. Boy, it's been busy. So, um, I explained in the last clip the windshield issue, and that I did find a body shop. So I had the car towed, the next morning, Christmas Eve, to, the body shop. They addressed the issue. There's a little thing about the paint because they had to put like a primer on the areas, and that's gray, and my car is a gold color. So there's a possibility that there might be some discoloration because there's no paint over the primer. Now, the guy did say that I could go out and buy some spray paint that matches, that's a close match to my car, and he would spray it for me. um I don't know if I picked the wrong color, I could make it worse. The gray is not so bad. Again, it is a 16-year-old car. I could really care less about what the paint looks like at this point. I just want a car that runs and is safe for me to drive with baby G. So um I'll see how it looks later. To explain that, he told me on the phone 150. It ended up being like 180. Even still, they were a blessing to me because I didn't have to pay upwards of what may have been $600 somewhere else. I do have AAA. AAA towed the vehicle. It cost me, I have like AAA Classic, so they'll hook it up and tow it for 5 miles for free. Anything over 5 miles is, I think, $6 a mile. And this place was just short of 7 miles, so it cost me $6 to tow the car. So I towed the car. Cost me another $12 or $15 or so, to get a lift to the place. I could have rode with the tow driver, but having a baby in a car seat, I was like, there's really no room for that. So I just took a lift, and that cost me $12, $13, maybe $14, not including tip. So not bad. And then they fixed it. So what the Safe Light guy did is he placed the windshield, my old windshield, back onto the car and basically put masking tape around. Now, he didn't install the old windshield, so it wasn't screwed back in. All the pieces weren't there or anything like that. He didn't do any of that. So he just literally placed the old windshield, which he cracked, by the way, taking it off. But he placed the old windshield, and then he put masking tape around. He didn't tape it that good because it leaked inside the car anyway. As I explained, it had been raining all week. It continued to rain all this week. So Christmas Eve, towed it in the next morning, was there for a few hours. I don't even know how long we were there. I got all the paperwork signed, gave the tow truck driver the $6, and then the lift wasn't far behind. So by the time we got there, the tow truck driver had not even let the car off the tow just yet. So we got there in good time. So they didn't have the glue or whatever to put my old windshield back on the car. So basically I had to call Safe Light back out. So Safe Light could not get anyone out to me until Monday. Today is Sunday. So Monday is in tomorrow. Is today Sunday? Today's Saturday. Y'all, I don't even know. Today's Saturday. Yeah? Yes. I'm telling you. Being off of work, I don't know heads from tails, Sunday from Monday. It is what it is. I'm doing my best. Don't judge. Anyway, today's Saturday. And so Monday as in Monday coming, is when they'll come. Hopefully it'll be good enough and there won't be any problems, and they'll just replace the windshield for whatever. They didn't charge me for the work that they did prior since they couldn't finish it. I have called them back out. They're going to come out. They said it should be no problems putting the windshield back on. Everything is pretty much clean for them. It's just a matter of just putting a brand new windshield in. And, the thing is that it's not painted, right? So whatever they put on it, some kind of putty or primer or whatever. But that was a blessing. And I even tipped because they really did me a solid, especially getting it done in such quick time. On Christmas Eve when they were already like full as far as doing work. And so yeah, that was a blessing. So what else going on this week, which is why I'm back on here and didn't wait until Monday, is I'm having another mommy moment. Oh my God, I'm having another mommy moment, and this one is taking me down because I have been noticing that Jaden has been acting very hungry. I want to say in the last week and a half. And it's like I just took you off the boob, or you were on the boob for 5 minutes and then you just stopped. So you must be full. And then he'd sit for maybe another 2 minutes and then he'd be rooting again, turning his head towards the boob, putting his hands in his mouth, being incredibly fussy. And I'm just basically saying, no snacking. Or he'd be hungry again 40 minutes later. And I'm like, no snacking. Here, take this pacifier. And, I have a hatch baby, changing pad that is also a scale. So I don't weigh him often, but I decided to weigh him a couple days ago. Not last night, but the night before. And so I weighed him, and I just felt like he should have been 12 pounds by now, but he was not 12 pounds. So I felt like maybe he was losing weight or not gaining. And according to the Baby Plus app that I track his feedings in, he's in like the 18th percentile as far as his weight, which is kind of low. Now, he was at the pediatrician 2 weeks ago, and he weighed almost 12 pounds. He was like 11 pounds and like 15 ounces, I think he weighed in. But he had also eaten and all of that. So the pediatrician didn't say anything about his weight or his weight or his growth chart. But I just felt like he was like under. I mean, he's obviously gaining, but I don't think he's gaining like he should be gaining. And actually, I think his weight kind of dropped off a little bit. So I got concerned about that. And then that made me pay more attention to his feeding cues. And it also made me pay more attention to what I produce during pumps. And what I've noticed in the last week or so is I'm not getting as much milk out. Even overnight, where I would go 9 hours without feeding, I'm not feeling the engorgement I was feeling before. I'm not feeling that. And I was getting maybe an ounce and a half, which is certainly not a meal for him. I mean, he's pretty much eating 4 or more ounces at this point. So I'm like, oh my God, I've been starving my baby. I've been starving him. And I didn't realize that I was starving him. And so it's not my fault. I'm a new mom. I just feel like I wasn't paying good attention. I just felt like he was done. He jumped off the boob and he was done. I didn't think that my milk supply was diminishing because, he was feeding, but he was starting to feed more often, like every hour and a half versus every 3 to 4 hours. And Sometimes sooner than that, he would want to eat, and I would make him wait for at least an hour and a half, and I didn't realize he just wasn't getting enough. So I feel like a horrible, horrible mom. And so now I'm supplementing him with um, milk that I've already frozen. So the good news is he's still getting breast milk. Um, I do still feed him on the breast. I'm being very diligent about pumping every time I feed him. So I still want to feed him on one boob and pump the other boob because I still want to stash. And it's depressing to feed him and only see an ounce and a half come out, and it's like, what's happening to my body? And it's crazy. It's almost like a realization, because this is the TMI channel. I had gone to the bathroom and I had noticed some egg white cervical mucus, which would normally mean ovulation, right? I have yet to have a cycle. Does this mean I'm about to get one in a couple weeks? The fact that I'm ovulating, does that mean my hormones have dropped and that's why I'm not making milk? I don't know what's going on. It's not my hydration level, you know. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Um, I was talking to one of the other moms who shares my donor, and she was telling me that after about a month of breastfeeding her twins, her milk just dried up. And apparently that's common in women who have PCOS. And my RE did mention PCOS, although I wasn't officially diagnosed with PCOS. So I don't know. It's like your mind starts playing tricks on you, and um, you start blaming yourself and blaming every other thing. And I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. Um, but I am working um, on my supply. And I will say it's been a little over 24 hours since I started, like, specifically working on it. And I am seeing some improvement where I am getting close to 2 ounces. I do have a lazy boob. My right side is lazy. My left side is more, but I gotta work hard to get those 2 ounces. I gotta work really hard to get them. So I don't want to say what I'm doing now because I'm not. I want to give it some time to see if it's working. Seems like I'm getting, like, what I've done in the last day has got me maybe another half ounce. Um, we'll see. We'll see. I will say that I did notice that I wasn't getting anything from my haka, so I started using the pump. And I think that may have been the start of the diminishing of the milk supply. So, I mean, if it diminishes, it diminishes. I can't, all I can do is give him breast milk for as long as I can give it to him. Fortunately, I do have a stash in the freezer. I don't know how long that stash will last, but I will continue to give him breast milk as long as I make it, and supplement him with the older breast milk that's in there, and continue to try to stash as much as I can. I mean, the reality here is that even if I fed him from both boobs at one time, in one feed, one after the other, it still wouldn't be enough at 1.5 ounces per boob. That's only 3 ounces that he'd still be short and would still need supplementation. So I'm gonna stick with feeding him on one boob for as long as he takes that, and preparing a bottle. So I'm breastfeeding and bottle feeding right now. And it makes me really sad. It makes me really sad. So, that's my mommy moment for now. This video has gotten long. But, yeah, that's what's going on. So, if I can manage to get my milk supply back up, I will do another video on what I did, what I tried, to make that happen. And see if it works. Actually, I'll tell you, well, no. Let me see. Okay? All right. It's crazy. I feel emotional because I wanted to make sure I picked up where I left off because it's been 5 days since the last clip, and I got emotional watching the last one because it's just so hard, but one day at a time. One day at a time. I hope everyone enjoyed their Christmas. Whether you spent it quietly, by yourself in reflection, or whether you spent it with friends and or family. Jada and I spent, I don't celebrate Christmas. There's no decorations here. No special gifts or anything like that. People keep asking me what I got him for Christmas. I'm like, I gave him life. He got diapers and wipes, and he got mommy to be home. That's what he has for Christmas. So I'm not real big on all of that. And I think I explained in a previous video that I wanted the holiday to be a holiday of love, not of gifts. He'll get spoiled all year round. He doesn't have to wait for Christmas for that. So I he's over you probably hear the music. He's over in a soother, resisting taking a nap. But yeah, so we didn't do anything. I didn't cook a whole bunch of food. I made a really easy chimichanga recipe. I think I filmed this recipe, and I never posted it. I'll see if you guys are interested in if I filmed it, and you guys are interested. Let me know in the comments if you're interested in seeing that. I can post it. That was long before I got pregnant the last time I made those. But that's what I made. I made like a double batch, so I used 2 pounds and 2 pounds of chicken. But they're really good, and they're filling. So I get quite a few meals out of it. So I'm glad that I made that. And we pretty much chillaxed here. And then because I'm like pumping more, I've been exhausted. So we've been sleeping. I will also say I've noticed the scale is going in the wrong direction. That may also be related to the fact that my milk supply is diminishing. So I don't know what's happening. I'm still under my birth weight, but I'm pre-transfer weight. I'm just only a couple pounds under, which means I put on about 8 pounds over this holiday season. So I don't know. I don't know what's happening, y'all. But I need to get on the good foot and see what I can do before my milk supply totally disappears. But this is making me sad. I don't want to keep talking about this anymore. Okay, so I'm gonna go. Well, this is definitely going to air after New Year's, but yeah, hope you all had a happy New Year as well. Safe and happy New Year, and enjoying the holiday festivities. Yeah, all right. So sticky baby dust to all those TTC. Bye.